Hi there, just a quick video to give an analysis on paper one and see how that went yesterday. So lots of people saying that timing was an issue. It was a very long paper, lots of different topics, 16 different questions and an awful lot of maths expected for you to get done in the 2 hours. So lots of people saying that they ran out of time, they couldn't do all parts of the questions, even though they had the skills to do so, they couldn't really give the best of themselves because they just didn't have the time. So everyone's in the same boat, and the grade boundaries and when it gets marked, will reflect that. So I wouldn't worry too much, and there's nothing you can do about it now. Paper one is done. So what about the clues and the advanced information? So some lines on the advanced information are particularly specific and then some aren't. So it said for paper one, methods of integration, but then it did say on another line, area under curve, trig equations or identities. So, the fact that it said area under curve and trig, that was maybe a clue to the fact that it might have been parametric integration. I know some people have said that they didn't think that was going to come up, particularly on paper two when it says parametric differentiation. So you might not think both of them are going to come up, but it does say for paper two parametric differentiation. So that's a definite going to come up. But what can you do now? Paper one is done. It is only worth 1/3 of your total exam grade, so nothing you can do now. Just do your best to keep going, prepare for paper two. So here is the list of advanced information topics from the exam board, and you can see, some lines are general. For instance, the binomial expansion, there's lots of different examples in past papers of ways in which they can ask about the binomial expansion, maybe to apply it, or you could have partial fractions, although it does say partial fractions with the differential equation. So there could be lots of questions on that, but there are lots of past paper questions on the binomial expansion. But when you see something like geometric sequences series trig identities, there aren't very many examples of that type of question, but it is more specific. And then things like a to the x, you do need to know how to integrate, how to differentiate, as well as knowing the a to the x graph. Differentiation from first principles, well, that can be a hard one or an easy one, but you do need to, rehearse how to set that out with your limb at the front of each line, and practice that with different functions. The Newton-Raphson, you do get the formula of that, but it could be the cobweb diagrams that you've got to draw, so I'd practice some of them as well. Area under curve, we've already have parametric integration, so it might be one that goes underneath as well as on top, and you've got to separate it out. It could be absolutely anything for that one. Differential equations with the partial fractions, there's plenty of examples of those type of questions. Trapezium rule, pupils tend to like them. They're straightforward because there is the formula to use for that as well. So lots to do and prepare for paper two, and I'm going to try my best to have some time this week to put some questions together. But as always, you have to get an idea of what's on the advanced information from watching videos, but your job is to go away and just practice as many questions as you can around these topics. So lots still to work towards and work for as you prepare for paper two and then paper three the week after for the applied paper. So just keep going, keep practicing. Do like and subscribe if you're finding the videos helpful. I have done some videos for paper two and for paper three, so be sure to watch them. There is some overlap between paper one and paper two. So methods of integration, I think I've included some substitution in the paper one videos, and that didn't come up in paper one, so that could come up in paper two as well. So keep going, keep practicing, and I will see you on the next one.